What I'm about to do is to offer perhaps some edification and some encouragement to those of you, those of us that are going through some hard times. It could possibly be the current state of affairs as it relates to the international and even national pandemic that they call COVID-19 or coronavirus more properly. Could be relationship problems, could be family in general, could be children, disrespectful children, or it could be someone that is ill in your family or someone close to you. It could be a recent death or even an impending death. It could be financial by nature, it could be the loss of a job, it could be other conflicts that you're faced with, even your own health issues. Whatever it is, and I speak to my shame. And what I mean by that is this: I have my own problems, I have my own issues, I have my own circumstances. But even with those issues, those problems, and those circumstances, I am still your brother, regardless. And I'm looking past my current situation and my current condition, and I'm leaning towards you and yours. So the question that I have is this: what are we to do? Those of us who believe, of course, in God, the Creator, Allah, Yahweh, Jehovah. What are we to do after we have prayed and the Almighty, the Most High, does not answer our prayer? Stand. I said it. Stand. I found myself in this situation more than once in my life where I had to ask myself this same question internally. Even though myself as a man, as a human being, I wanted to respond other ways or felt as though I should respond other ways, I maintained my relationship with the Creator. My flesh, my humanness was in pain. I was suffering. But I came to myself and said that I still must stand. You see, I'm not here to try to convert you in some religious sort of fashion. I'm not here to make you a believer in God if you're not. I'm here to encourage those of you who would receive what I'm saying to you. And I'm going to say to you again, regardless of your religious position or your affiliation, still stand. Don't allow the tides to sweep you away. Don't allow yourself to become victimized by your circumstances, either internally, created by you, or some other external force, people and or conditions. So, when the Almighty has not answered my prayer, I still hold on to my belief and my faith that He knows best and that He shall deliver in due time, in due season. And I want to take you to a scripture real quick, and I'll be out of your way. King James Version of the Holy Bible, in the book of Job, chapter 23. Job went through some hardship. And please read the whole book at your leisure. And I'm going to begin Job 23, chapter that is. And verse 8, behold, I go forward, but he is not there. He's talking about the Almighty. And backward, but I cannot perceive him. On the left hand, where he does work, but I cannot behold him. He hideth himself on the right hand, that I cannot see him. Verse 10, but he know the way that I take. When he has tried me, I shall come forth as gold. My foot has held his steps, his way have I kept, and not declined. Neither have I gone back from the commandments of his lips. I have esteemed the words of his mouth more than my necessary food. That is a very powerful scripture, in that Job was conveying a message. And the message, regardless of what I go through, either directly and indirectly, even affecting my family, whatever the case is, regardless of what I go through, even when I pray to the Almighty and he doesn't answer me expeditiously, as long as I maintain my faith and continue to do those things that I know are right before him, I still have a reward from him. You see, the Almighty, his ways, as the scripture says, are far above our ways, and his thoughts above our thoughts. If he created us, he has to know us, and he has to know us better than we know us, because he is indeed the creator. So, I said all of that to say this: be encouraged. Whatever you are going through, you can make it, and you will make it. You must believe that the Almighty still exists, that he's still sitting high, and that he's still looking low, and that he still does control the affairs of man throughout the universe. And in his time, not our time necessarily, but in his time, he will make all of those things that are unclear clear to us. And all of those paths in our lives that are crooked, he will make them straight. He's going to do that for us because he loves us. But what we must do is hold fast to our belief in him and who he is. It's really that simple. So be encouraged, be of good cheer, and I'll see you in the next video. If you have a story or something that you would like to share in this regard, you know what to do. Leave it in the comment section below. May Yahweh bless you and keep you. So long.